Hello everyone, glad to be back. As you probably noticed, I'm not in my usual place, and there is good reason for it. I have 1 week paid leave, and me and my family we decided to visit my mom in city of Vladikavkaz. That's Autonomic Republic of North Ossetia Alania, which is part of Russian Federation. And yes, we are here now in Vladikavkaz. We arrived yesterday, and for the next few days we're gonna stay here, see our relatives, our friends, and I will use this opportunity because I will have some time, free time. I will use this opportunity to be more proactive on my channel and make at least one video every day, or maybe even more. Let's see how it goes. I hope it's gonna be interesting for viewers of my channel. So let's see. In this video, I like to talk about before I give you updates on news that are making headlines in Russian media outlets right now. I do like to continue line that I was drawing in previous video, and of course I'm talking about possibility of gradual transit of power in Russia. And as you probably know, in the previous video I did talk about possibility that current Prime Minister of Russia will step down in near future, in next few weeks. I mean, of course, no one from Kremlin is telling me the exact plans, so that's just my guess that in next 2, 3 or 3 to 5 weeks time, current Prime Minister will step down, which means that current government, current ministers will step down too, and then new government will be formed under new Prime Minister. And if that happens, I did talk about this stuff in previous video. Now all I want to say is that I will give you name of a possible next Prime Minister and maybe even President of Russian Federation. You may agree with me or disagree, that's fine, but in my opinion, if current Prime Minister will step down, next Prime Minister will be Dmitry Rogozin, and I'll give you more information about this person. Dmitry Rogozin is known for Dmitry Rogozin is known. That's Dmitry Rogozin. You probably are familiar with this person. He is in Russian politics for like at least 3 decades now. So this person recently, quite recently, like few months ago, was head of Roscosmos, that's a Russian space agency. Same time, or little before that, he was deputy of prime minister, and he was leading Russian military industrial complex. So he knows this segment of Russian economy more or less well. He was before that, I mean, like 10 years ago, maybe more. I'm not sure exact years, but he was head of Russian delegation in Russian permanent delegation in Brussels, in NATO office in Brussels. So he is known to Western elites too. I mean, they knew who this person is. They had a working experience with him. So, and nowadays he's not nowadays he's just a politician. He don't have any official position. And he is quite active in zone of Russian special military operation, and he's trying to provide communication links between Russian military industrial complex and militaries that are active in a conflict zone, so that new weapons will be manufactured with recommendations of the military that are using these weapons. So he's even though he is not in government right now, he is quite active still. So yes, that's a person that I think will be next prime minister. I have my reasons to predict that kind of development, and I was predicting this for many years. I was saying that for years now, truly. I mean, I was saying that there is a possibility that next president of Russia will be Dmitry Rogozin. And one of the ways to become president of Russia is to become a prime minister first. Because recent history of Russia did show us that one of the ways that transit of power may be accomplished is to president to step down and give his powers to a prime minister before next elections, and that's what happened with Putin. I mean, first Russian president Boris Yeltsin did make Vladimir Putin prime minister, and then he stepped down so that Putin become head of state before next elections. But and after next election he become president of Russian Federation. So this kind of scenario may work now too. Why not? So yes, man, that's my that's what I wanted to say in this video, because in previous video I did talk about possibility of transit of power, but I did not mention possible candidates on the post of prime minister, for example, or even president. And this video may be helpful to see bigger picture that I see. So yes, I'm not sure for 100% that Rogozin gonna be next prime minister and president, but I think that's quite a possibility. I mean, I will give this kind of scenario to be realized like 60%, maybe even more. So yes, it is what it is, man. Now let's see Russian media outlets and talk about news that are making headlines in Russian Federation right now. So let me do this. And I did open like few media outlets. That's TASS news agency, and here we have news that Takov, that's one of the headlines, that Takov, current president of Kazakhstan, did win on the presidential elections in Kazakhstan. That's quite significant development, because relationships between Russia and Kazakhstan was and are quite strange, at least for now, even though formally these two states are like strategic partners. But I mean, way that Takov and his government acting is not necessarily saying that they are seeing Russia as a strategic partner. But you know, it is what it is, man. Let's see how these relationships between these two countries gonna develop in the future. Here we have headlines that Russian embassy in the US made some critical points about statement of the US officials about war crime that was committed by forces that are loyal to Zelensky's Nazi regime. I'm talking about current execution of Russian POWs. Probably you did see videos in which, I mean, it's clear that Russian soldiers, 10, 12 Russian soldiers, did surrender, and even though they did not pose any threat, they had been executed by Nazi animals in Ukrainian armed forces. So, I mean, it's sad that Western elites are so much, I mean, I always knew that Western elites are fucking animals, man. Come on, though. But like 10, 15, 20 years ago, they at least tried to maintain some sort of face, you know, that, you know, like of dignity. Nowadays, they don't even care about that, because I mean, they are not condemning these war crimes that Zelensky's Nazi regime and Nazi Ukrainians are committing. They are saying nothing about it, and that's shame. That's shameful for society of Western countries, because those elites are representing Western societies, you know. So, you know, here we have information that Associated Press Associated Press, that's a news agency, world famous news agency, has fired journalist which was writing or talking about these rockets that hit Poland, these Ukrainian rockets that was end up in Poland. And yet again, I mean, that's quite not surprising, because yet again, Western elites don't even try to hide the animal souls. They are animals, man. They are not humans. I don't take those animals as a humans, man. They are disgrace for humanity. I'm talking about Western elites, all of them. They are fucking animals, man. And they must be exterminated by any means necessary, because they pose threat to all of humanity, in my understanding. So yeah, this journalist was fired because, I mean, truth is not a priority in the Western world. So yes, I mean, what you gonna do about? I mean, what you can do? Nothing really. Or no, I mean, Western societies can do, actually. I mean, they can protest, they can be more proactive and demand some answers from the elites, but Western societies are passive. They don't care. It seems like most of the society in the West just don't care, and that's really sad, man. That's really sad, because yeah, that's here we have information that that's Telegraph, British newspaper, as I understand. Great Britain is sending to Ukraine modernized versions of the Brimstone rockets. These rockets are, originally they are air-to-air missiles, middle-range air-to-air missiles, but those ones that are sent to Ukraine will be operated from the ground, so their range will be cut quite significantly, and they will be able to shut down targets approximately in 8 to 10 mile radius range. That's what I read about this stuff, but yet again, I'm not expert in air-to-air missiles, so who knows, man. So that's headlines. I mean, I did give you a few headlines. Here we have news that SBU, that's Gestapo force of the Zelensky's Nazi regime, criminals, that's terroristic organization. This SBU has attacked Orthodox Russian Orthodox Church in the Kiev. I will translate this for you. The Security Service of Ukraine, so-called SBU, these terrorist bitches, conduct searches on Tuesday morning on the territory of the Kiev Pichorsk Lavra. That's very this place is This is okay. How you say it in English, man? This is kind of like saint place for Orthodox Christians, Kievo-Pечorskaya Lavra. And these animals from Zelensky's Nazi regime did attack this place. So, I mean, yet again, man, no surprises, because Zelensky's Nazi regime must be exterminated, because they are fucking animals. And everyone who serves to this regime are fucking animal, man. And that's it. That's it, man, They must be exterminated, man. By any means necessary, It's sad that this special military operation did take so long, man, because of some objective reasons. But I want to believe that one day these rubbish elements will receive what they deserve. I want to believe this, This is a Lentoru news portal. It's almost the same news. So yes, for this video, probably this is it, man. For this video, probably this is it. Probably this is it, and yeah. Today afternoon I'll probably make one more video, because I'm quite sure there will be some new developments, not just in front line, but in Russia and in the world, so we can have something to talk about. Bye for now, and take care.